this front bicep pose is really making a presence on the channel lately. Anyways, before I start the video, I want to point out and make it clear that this video is not edited. It's not scripted. There's no prompts in front of me telling me what to say. It's literally my own experiences in my own head. Me trying to share this positive message, or I think is positive. And hopefully it makes sense to you. Hopefully this string of sentences will make sense to you at the end. And yeah, I'm just trying to spread a positive message. And I see life as kind of like a puzzle, right? Imagine as your life has like a big puzzle picture, right? A big puzzle picture, and you don't really know what it is yet. And it has a lot of missing puzzle pieces, right? And as you navigate through life, you have certain events in your life that happen. You go to certain places, you see certain things that make sense. Sometimes they don't make sense, but you take away these little puzzle pieces from those events and you add it to your own puzzle picture. Some puzzle pieces fit, some puzzle pieces don't fit, but the ones that do fit, they make a more complete picture, right? And the more you live through life, the more you go through these events in your life that are meant to be for you, complete your picture, right? It's always going to be incomplete though, remember that. You're never going to be able to complete that picture. It's always going to be something incomplete, but eventually you will find out what it is. Like now you don't know if it's a horse, if it's a lake, if it's a mountain, if it's like a portrait of a person. You don't know, but eventually you'll get all of these puzzle pieces through your life, add them in. You just have to keep your eyes open and look for these puzzle pieces. And you know, hopefully this video acts as like one of these vehicles for these puzzle pieces that you can, you know, get and then add to your own puzzle and make it more whole, and maybe you can understand then what it is. Like there are different events in life that really help us find these puzzle pieces, and yeah, a little metaphor for you guys. Anyways, I want to spread a message that I didn't really know how to spread, and I hope this makes sense because it's like a topic that is really hard to talk about. Now, remember, I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just me trying to make things make sense and yeah, share a little lesson that I learned in life. So over the time, I've experimented quite a bit, trying to find a deeper meaning in life, trying to find a purpose and find out exactly why are we on this planet? Like, why are we here? Like, why are we alive? How is this life supposed to work? What are we doing here? And I experimented in many ways, including like ayahuasca retreats and mushroom trips, you know, like psychedelics, and different meditations and yoga exercises, and trying to get out of my body, like to experience a higher being, and all of these things. And yeah, all of these things ain't it. They ain't it. I've done it all. Well, I haven't done it all, but I've done a little bit, and I haven't found this deeper meaning that I was looking for through these avenues. And I don't think anyone has. I don't think anyone has found this deeper meaning through psychedelics and all other things. I think people actually become more lost within themselves and overall just by experimenting with these substances. I remember when I was on this ayahuasca retreat 2.5 years ago, basically there's like 12 people there, and now thinking back on it, all of these people were so confused. They were all searching for something deeper in life, while the answer was actually right in front of them. They just had to open their eyes and see for themselves. And overall, after this ayahuasca retreat, like I had this dream. Basically, I had this dream that was very vivid, like as vivid as dreams get. I basically had to sell my soul to another god. Like I was baptized as a Christian, an Orthodox Christian, Russian Orthodox Christian, and I have my own god, right? But I had to sell my soul to another female, like feminine being. Yeah, sell my soul. And basically I said no in this dream. I disagreed to sell my soul, which I'm very happy about. I don't know how I managed to disagree to sell my soul in my dream, but I did it anyways. And I'm right here. And I think I'm starting to find this deeper meaning in life. I think I started to connect these dots that I've been shown in life. I opened my eyes, and yeah, I'm kind of convinced, you know. Like, this video will not make sense for you non-believers, and this video will not make sense for all of you guys who are rejecting this truth. But the reality is that we do not need to explore outwards. We don't need to go into the cosmos. Like, it's all on earth. It's all right here. All the answers are right here. We just need to open our eyes. And the answer is God. The answer is God. The answer is Jesus. Jesus Christ. This is the answer. Life has shown me many times over and over again that this is the true meaning of life, is following God. Trying not to sin. You know, I want to point out trying not to sin, because we're all sinners. We're all going to sin. But basically, trying not to sin is the hardest thing that you're going to do ever in life. If you can basically write down each sin that there is in life and try not do those things, you will have a very, very hard time in life. Like, it will actually be really, really difficult for you to step away and stop doing all the things that you're currently doing. And once you actually stop doing those things, you will not believe the improvement in your life. Like, I've made a video before on my channel called The Final Boss of Self-Improvement, and I was really vague about the whole idea, and I think I still am being vague about the whole idea because I don't fully understand it. Like, if you ask me some certain Bible verses, I will not be able to tell you. Like, I have not read the Bible in full, and I'm definitely planning on doing that, but this is the answer. You need to follow God, and if you try and rid your life of all sin, your life becomes 1,000,000 times better, and it makes sense. Like, I'm not even joking. It starts to make sense. And all of these things that I've done in the past, like I told you, ayahuasca experiences, mushroom retreats, and all of these different meditation practices that I've done. Yeah, the meditation practices can be beneficial, but for the right purpose, but not for the purpose of like going out of your body. You're not meant to go out of your body. You're meant to stay on earth, right? You're meant to stay on earth. You're meant to open your eyes and experience life as it is. Experience reality. You're not meant to go searching anywhere else. That's going to waste time, and it's going to basically confuse you more than you already are. So, yeah, this past year, literally this past like 6 months, I've really delved into religion and just trying to rid my life of sin. I try to do everything by the book, which is the Bible, and I can tell you that this is one of the most important self-improvement tools there is in life. If you are into self-improvement and you watch different YouTubers that tell you to do different things, how to level up in business, how to get more money, how to, you know, do all of these things, how to get more girls, all of these sinful things, it ain't it. It's not going to make you happier in life. There's a reason why people who are the wealthiest people and have the most women and, you know, have the most disposable materialism that they can think of are actually amongst the unhappiest people in life. There's a reason for that. It's because that is not it. That is not what they're searching for. It's compensating for what is missing, but it's actually taken away from life because it confuses you. It actually clouds your judgment. It clouds life. It puts on like foggy glasses. You know, if you wear glasses and, you know, you breathe and there's fog, that's exactly what those things do to your life. It blurs your vision. You're not able to see clearly anymore because you're so distracted by what other aspects of life offer you, like money and status and fame and women, like many women. You know, I'm not talking about one single woman that you marry. I'm talking about women, you know, clouding your judgment, wasting your time on earth, time that you can actually be putting to use, but you're wasting it. So my advice to you here is, you know, you can take my advice, you don't have to take my advice, but I'm just telling you, over the past 6 months that I've turned to God and completely devoted my life to God and God's purpose, God's plan, followed my life, or trying to follow my life in the footsteps of the Bible. It's all making sense now. Life has become much better. I'm much happier. I don't need to search for answers anymore, and this is actually a relief on its own. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I'm not going to try and confuse you anymore. Like, I'm not going to be a preacher. I'm not going to tell you that, you have to do this, that this is like the only way. I'm not going to try and persuade you or anything. But that's my life experience. I've went through life for 26 years looking for answers, and I think I found one. I think I found the answer. Life is good, and I think it's only going to get better from now on, and I don't really need to look elsewhere, which is, again, a relief. So yeah, I haven't really said too much in this video because I don't understand it all. It's really hard to explain these things. It's really hard to explain a higher being, and overall life experiences are very individual, and when you try to explain your life experience to someone in words, it's not really possible. Because like, if you go on a jet ski experience, right? If you go somewhere and you go on a jet ski, or like a really fun thing that you've done in life, and you try to explain to the person who is, listening, on how fun the experience was, like you going on the jet ski, or you going on this like really fast motorbike, or something, really fun that you did in life. Try and explain the experience to another person, and they're not going to understand fully of what you're trying to say, because they haven't experienced this thing for themselves. So yeah, it's a bit of a confusing one, because I can't really tell you what I experienced, because it's individual. If I tell you what I experienced, you're not going to understand anyways. So you have to experience for yourself. I suppose you just have to trust me on that one, and you just have to trust me on that one. Yeah. There's not really much I can say else on this video, apart from, I found the answer, and many other people have too, and they're not complaining. I think life is better for each individual who follows the path of God, and maybe you can join. So it sounds like I'm inviting you into some cult, right? It's not. It's no cult. There's no catch. There's no payment fee. There's no fee that you have to, no joining membership that you have to pay people. Like an ayahuasca experience, it was quite expensive. There's no payment here you needed. It's just devoting your time to a certain purpose. And I mean, you can try it out. Not sinning at the start is quite hard, especially if you have a lot of bad habits formed. But yeah, it's the highest form of self-improvement. There's no better tool for self-improvement than following the steps of God and following the Bible, trying not to sin. You'll see your life improve tenfold, maybe 100-fold, and that's it. I suppose you just have to trust me on that one. And yeah, I suppose I'll see you next time. I'm going to the gym. Peace.